Welcome to My Success. This show is all about what it takes to be successful. Tune in for some great conversation designed for providing you with the best information possible to help you achieve your goals and dreams. Hello, I've Decided community. Happy Tuesday. Kim Martin here, founder of I've Decided. And I'm going solo today. Normally, we love to have guests on the show, but we ran into a little bit of trouble with our guest, wasn't able to make it last minute. No worries, that happens to all of us sometimes. So hopefully we'll be able to be with them next month. We'll push it out to next month. So you get me all by myself today, but that's okay. I am excited to be with you guys and to say hello and check in with you and talk a little bit about our favorite word at I've Decided, which is success. I love this word. Success is very important. Your success is our mission. And it is very important that you're successful. There are many reasons why success is important because, it gives you opportunities. If you're successful, you have more opportunities to contribute. You have more leadership opportunities. It builds confidence. It's exciting. But most importantly, success is important because your success is important because it helps other people. When you're successful, then it opens up the opportunities for those who are impacted by you to be successful as well. And so that's why I've decided exist for your success. We are a personal development company, and we want to help you achieve your goals and dreams, whatever they may be. So whatever you can decide to do, we want to provide you the 10 pieces of the puzzle of success, which is what I wanted to talk to you a little bit about today. So if you got your weekly winning resource, the article that we wrote in there talked about the 10 pieces of the puzzle for success. And one of the questions that I get asked the most is, why is success so hard? Or the second question is, how do I know if I am successful? What is success? What does success actually mean? And those are two really great questions. And so I'm going to talk about both of those today, hopefully, when we speak about the 10 pieces of the puzzle. So the short answer to why success is so hard, or why it's, hard to attain your goals that you set for yourself, is the simple answer is because success is hard. It is hard work. It takes consistency, and it requires lots of pieces connected together. That's why we correlate it to a puzzle. Success is like a puzzle. It requires lots of pieces working together, connected together, in order to see that full picture. And of course, how do you know if you are successful? And that is relative to you. But when you know that you love what you're doing and you are making an impact, and it's about what you love, then you're successful. Success is a journey. It's not necessarily a destination. So you don't, we want to have little markers, but you don't want to necessarily arrive, if you know what I mean. I feel like once I get that feeling that I've arrived, I might be taking my step into heaven. So you don't necessarily ever want to get that feeling that you've arrived until it's the end. You always want to feel like you're on that success journey. But if you are working towards your goals, if you're taking those steps towards the things that make you happy, towards your purpose, the things that you should be doing, then you're successful, and you can expect success, and you can expect good things to happen. And success is relative. If you are putting forth your best effort, that's success. I think that if your heart is convicting you and you know that you can do more and you're not, then you're probably falling short of that success line. The absolute goal is that you're putting forth and doing the best that you can, and that would warrant success. And there are things that help make success easier, and we like to call them the 10 pieces of the puzzle. So I've Decided was founded on the basis that we provide all the pieces of the puzzle that you need for success. So to help you when you want to achieve your goals and dreams, make it a little bit easier. So I want to kind of go through those with you today. And hey, if you're watching this, whether you're watching it now on Tuesday as we post it, or if you're watching it later, I would love to hear from you in the comments. If you would just drop a comment, show some love, let me know you're here, ask some questions. I can come back later and answer them for you. But just let me know. And then also would love to hear what you think about success in your comments towards the 10 pieces of the puzzle. So let's start with motivation. So one of the pieces of the puzzle that you need is motivation. And one of my favorite speakers is Zig Ziglar, and I love what he says about motivation. He says it's like motivation is like bathing. It wears off. You need to do it often. And so you need to be motivated often. Motivation is a constant feeding of information. And you know when you're motivated, when you have that aha moment. So motivation comes from revelation. So when you hear information, it's not necessarily the first time you've heard it, or it may not necessarily be something that you don't already know. But motivation comes when you hear something that correlates with the information, the knowledge that you already have, the experience that you already have. And now all of a sudden you have that aha moment and you know how it relates to you. It's like, oh, I get it. That makes sense to me. So you know what I'm talking about, that experience where you have that almost combustible reaction like, oh my gosh, now I know how it makes sense to me. Now I know how I can apply it to my life that will help me be successful. It's kind of personalized. And that's what we're talking about when we say motivation. So motivation is definitely a piece of the success puzzle, of your success puzzle. You need inspiration. So what is the number one way of being inspired? If you guessed success stories, you would be right. There is nothing more inspiring than to hear someone share their success about maybe a goal that you want to attain. So if you're talking to someone or you hear someone share a success story and they've already achieved something that you desire to achieve, it gives you inspiration to continue to keep going because you're like, well, if they can do it, I can do it too. So success stories are one of the most inspiring things we can offer. So you want to make sure that you're inspired and you're surrounding yourself with people who can share success stories. You surround yourself with others who've achieved the success that you're looking to achieve so that you can be inspired to keep going. You need support. You need a community, a group of people, our tribe. That's what I love about our I've Decided community. We have a group of people that are encouraging each other and supporting each other and building each other up in a positive manner. And that is so important. You have to have support. You have to have those people, those cheerleaders. You need accountability. Accountability is different than support, okay? Accountability is, we like to call them accountability buddies. Accountability is sharing that dream with someone who truly cares about your success. And they care enough to be honest with you. So it's not just that cheerleader, it's that person that says, hey, I thought you said you were going to do this. So they're holding you accountable. A coach is a perfect accountability buddy. Having a coach, someone who is driving you to be better than you think you can be, or pushing you beyond what you think your limits are outside of your comfort zone. That is what we mean by an accountability buddy. Accountability. You want to have someone that is, making sure you're responsible for doing what you say you're going to do. We all need that. It's so important and a big part of the success puzzle. You need tools and resources. There are things that you will need in order to be successful. I use this simple analogy of hydration. We all know that hydration is the number one thing that we need for health. Some people might argue, say, no, sleep is, except for being hydrated helps you sleep better. So I argue that even above anything, hydration is the number one thing that you can do for your health. And so think about that. So if you need to drink more water, if you're trying to make some healthy choices, then you want to incorporate a really cool water bottle, right? So a tool that could help you be successful might be a really great water bottle with your favorite color or your favorite team or favorite character or your family picture on there, something that would motivate you or make you want to use that tool to help you achieve the goal of drinking more water. And that's just a simple example of what we mean by tools, but you need those tools, and you're going to need things in order to help you achieve the goals that you want to achieve. And you need resources. We love our business members. Our business members of I've Decided offer all kinds of amazing resources to you. We have our success groups that meet every month that are an amazing resource to our community. And you need those resources, the experts, people who are experts and have the knowledge. So, for example, I think of Karen Shorey. She leads one of our success groups. I've decided to be more organized or have better time management. And she teaches, she's an expert in this field, and she leads the success group. And so she provides a great resource. I think of Cindy Bird, who provides a great resource for those of us who want to be better communicators or public speakers. There's so many, I've decided to write a book. We have resources for that. So just having those tools and resources, those are two pieces of the success puzzle that you would need. And then you need information and education. So you need information. You need a constant flow of information. Information changes constantly, and there's new information every day. So you need to be fed information, and information again can come from coaches. It can come from experts. It can come from webinars, seminars, conferences. And so, of course, as all of you know, as members of I've Decided, you get 3 motivational leadership conferences every year, and workshops and seminars, and our success groups that give you information constantly. And you need education. Now, not necessarily formal education, although formal education can be important. If one of your goals or dreams requires that you have a formal education, then formal education is very important. We love our resource, Lincoln College ABE. Hey, Nissa. Shout out to Nissa. She's awesome at Lincoln College ABE. So if you are wanting to expand your higher education, Lincoln College ABE is an awesome resource we have right here in the Peoria area, the greater Peoria area, for adult higher education. So if a formal education is what you need, then you want to check that out. I think of Maria Galindo, who is working towards getting her teacher's certificate. So she's finishing up her higher education because that's one of her goals, one of her lifelong goals. Some of you may have heard her success story before, but so higher education is very important. But you can get education from reading books, from written by experts. You can get education through taking seminars and online courses and classes and workshops. And so there's different forms, but you have to have information and you have to have education. You need the right mindset. So I think this is the 9th piece of the puzzle. There are a couple of pieces left to talk about, but you need the right mindset. And of course, all of you know what I've decided. Our mission is to live decided. # live decided. And that's what we're encouraging you to do. Have that mindset. We all know Star Wars and we know and love Yoda. And Yoda says, there is no try. We either do or do not do. And that's really kind of the mission field that we're here in I've Decided. And obviously our name, I've Decided. There is no try. You either do or do not do. Whether you don't do it, you've made a decision. Whether you do it, you've made a decision. But that middle ground, which we call that lukewarm, dangerous ground, is where you don't want to be. You need to make a decision. You either do or you do not do. And so that's the mindset that we're teaching you to live by at I've Decided. And making a decision not to do something isn't a bad thing. Saying no is not a bad thing. It's a good thing. When you know what your goals are, you know what your dreams are, you know what your purpose is, you know what you need to accomplish, it's okay to say no. And a lot of us need to get a little bit better at saying no, right? If we're going down a path that's distracting us from our goals and from our dreams, we have to get good at saying no, thank you. I'm so sorry. That's not the right mission for me right now. I'm working on this, and it's totally cool to say no. I always like to say, let your yes be yes and your no be no. When you say yes, you go all in. Yes means yes. Yes means you're all in. Yes means you're going to give your best. If you can't do that, then you probably need to say no. And so it's just about living with that decided mindset. So having that right mindset is so important in achieving your goals and dreams and being successful. And last but not least, we actually added this 10th piece of the puzzle. We added this if some of you were at our fall conference of 2019, so almost a year ago. We have our half-day conference coming up on September the 12th. Little shout out there, because this is going to be our inaugural virtual conference, which we're so excited about. Right now, I'm recording at Widecast Studio. As you guys know, we record all of our shows down at Widecast Studio. The awesome Tim Johnson takes really good care of us, and want to give him a shout out, because if you want to have a podcast or a vodcast, that's one of your goals or dreams, we have amazing resource right here. Tim has been a business resource that I've decided for years now. I can actually say years because I'm pretty sure it's been about at least three or 4 years. Time flies. 3 or 4 years now, but we are going to go live virtually for our conference. We have an amazing lineup for you on September the 12th, and we're going to be doing that here at Widecast Studio. So kind of sidetrack there to talk about that, but it's important, right? So as I said, we added this 10th piece, and that is contribution. Okay. You got to have a place to contribute, because success isn't all about you. It's about everyone else. It's about other people. Success is important. Your success is important, but it's not necessarily about you. It's about those that you're going to impact. So you need a place to contribute. And we love that we contribute resources to PUP, People with Unlimited Potential. And I think we've given them like $15,000 so far. And that is super awesome. They're great organization for young adults with disabilities, and it's a school where they can have events, and they do all kinds of fun things. So we love supporting them. And so when you're a part of I've Decided, you have the opportunity to contribute. But a piece of your success puzzle is contribution. So those are your 10 pieces of the puzzle. Your 10 pieces of the success puzzle, your success puzzle. And that's why success is so hard, because you need all of those things, and you need constant information. You need constant support. You need constant accountability, constant motivation, constant inspiration, education. And, you need all of those pieces of the puzzle working constantly and connected together in order to be successful. And when you have them, you can expect that you're going to be successful. When you have all the pieces of the puzzle readily available to you, you can expect that you're going to be successful. And so that's what I love to say, that I've decided is like the puzzle box. I've decided is like the box that has all the pieces inside with the picture on the outside so that you can see how to put it together, right? And it makes it a lot easier when you have all the pieces in one location. So that's what we talked about this week in the weekly winning resource, the 10 pieces of the success puzzle. And so I thought I would elaborate on that today for my success, our show that comes to you every third Tuesday of the month. And I hope that you enjoyed learning today about the 10 pieces of the success puzzle and sharing with me solo without a guest today, but that's okay. Hey, we roll with it, right? And I will look forward to seeing you next month on the third Tuesday. Hopefully, I'll have a few guests with me to share with you. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you. Oh, guys, Friday. Come to our open house. We have our new location for the garden, so hopefully you'll drop by between 12 and 6 p.m. on Friday, and I will look forward to hopefully seeing you there. All right. Till next time, guys. See you later.
PeoriaLife.com